I spent 7,205 days on YouTube, and I think I unlocked life because YouTube gave me everything. Japan, my career, my wife, but also burnout, heartbreak, and severe wrist and back pain from hours of editing. Ouch. I've literally been on YouTube longer than a lot of you have been alive. And if that doesn't make me sound ancient, just wait till you hear that my first editing software was a Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, the program that crashed if you just looked at it. So in this video, I'm gonna take you through my eras of my 7,205 days, or for those of you who are smart at math, 19.7 years of life on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you the one thing that I discovered that kind of changed everything for me. And hopefully from this video, in less than 10 minutes, you'll learn what took me 19.7 years. So I officially joined YouTube on March 18th, 2006. That's when the site looked like something you could create in Microsoft Paint. I wasn't a creator yet. I was in Japan and I was just a dude watching YouTube. I watched music videos, pirated TV shows like Lost and The Simpsons, and early creators like Lonely Girl 15, Smosh, and Charlie the Unicorn. When I first discovered YouTube, I fell down so many different rabbit holes. I'd start by watching like a music video, and the next thing I know, I'd be watching a video about some guy in Ohio in his garage telling people how to create their own DIY flamethrowers. Early YouTube was crazy, and honestly, it was awesome. It felt like teleporting all around the world to different people's lives, all while sitting in my futon in Japan slurping instant noodles. There was nothing really about algorithms or thumbnail creation and arrows pointing at certain things to capture attention. It was really raw. It was just humans sharing stories. And this was the era that planted the seed. And since we're on to the next era, I thought we'd have like a scene change. So my next era was the Aussie Awesome era. And on May 31st, 2010, I uploaded my first video on YouTube. Actually, that's not true. I uploaded a video before that. It was a PowerPoint presentation. I think it was in 2009 or 2008, but I deleted that. So my first official video that I wanted people to see was on May 31st, 2010.
People who are really into manga.
I'd actually moved back to Toronto, so it was a video of Anime North, cosplay convention we have in Toronto. It was a shame that while I was in Japan earlier, I hadn't filmed anything at the time, so my first videos were actually in Canada. But the funny thing is, while I was in Canada, all my videos were related to Japan. And for about 75% of that reason, I actually decided to move back to Japan for 15 years. And I YouTubed my entire experience during that time. My videos included topics like travel, food, comedy, language fails, Japan life, and me trying way too hard to be funny. And originally I used to film mostly in my room by myself, but I started filming outdoor vlogs and started actually filming in public. One of my first outdoor vlogging experience was in Shibuya, the famous crossing. And hundreds of people were staring at me, wondering why this gaijin was talking to himself on camera. And that's where I learned my first official YouTuber skill, pretending not to be embarrassed in public. I also learned editing the way some people learn martial arts, painfully and with a lot of screaming. As I mentioned before, I started with Windows Movie Maker, which sucked. I finally spent $50 and I downloaded Sony Vegas. But then I got a MacBook, so I decided I'd just go with the free thing with iMovie, which lasted pretty long. And finally, I decided to switch over to DaVinci Resolve when I switched and pivoted to my current channel, Ghost Your Job. So I'm still a newbie at DaVinci Resolve, but I really like it. I got monetized pretty quickly from when the YouTube Partner Program started, and at that time you didn't have to have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours. So I got lucky and I was in just because I was making videos. So I was getting paid to do the thing I loved, and the reason I moved to Japan, I was getting paid maybe like 50 to 100 bucks a month, but it's better than nothing, right? And it's way better than what I'm doing now. I'm making zero on Ghost Your Job because I'm not monetized. But honestly, era 2, YouTube was my life. I met so many friends on YouTube through my journey, friends that I still have to this day. Hi, Ryan from Chicago. I traveled all over Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Australia. I even met my wife because of YouTube, because she recognized me from my YouTube videos and approached me in Shibuya. It was Halloween, it was completely crowded, but she recognized me in the Oompa Loompa costume. Seriously, imagine telling your friends when they ask, how did you meet your wife? Yeah, she found me from a website where I dress up like a girl, do weird skits, and eat weird stuff on camera. Peak romance. YouTube was my passion and I was growing slowly but surely. I was getting more views, more subscribers, and more sponsorships, and a lot more companies reaching out. Then something happened that brought everything crashing down. Alright, scene change for the new era. I call this era the crash. This is the era where COVID hit, travel stopped, and my channel pretty much died. My video views started slowing down, my subscribers kind of leveled off, and a lot of the hotel and tourist companies and travel agencies stopped reaching out to me. Even the algorithm looked at me and said, "Oh, are you still here?" And my motivation crashed harder than my computer when it's trying to export 4K videos. My channel went from weekly videos about travel in Japan and showing interesting places that foreigners don't really know about to, I guess, talking about my life in Japan in lockdown, showing me walk my dog, and maybe like 48 house or apartment tours. Even the dust in my apartment was saying like, bro, this is so repetitive. Then life got really heavy. There was a bigger crash. I had to move back to Canada for family reasons. And that hit my channel even harder. My content stopped landing completely. Every video flopped because no one really cared about my life in Toronto. Then when things didn't get any worse in 2024, my dad and my dog both passed away. And during that time, I was taking care of both of them for months, so YouTube was not even on my radar. And that's okay, because real life always matters more than the online. But when I finally did return to my YouTube channel, it was a ghost town. I tried reviving it. I tried making I'm back videos or talking about life in Canada, or pivoting and trying to do videos about YouTube growth or online business or online income. I pivoted harder than a basketball player, but nothing worked and I was completely defeated. And most people at this stage would just give up and just move on and find something new. But that's not me. I did something that most people would never do. Which brings me to the next era, the rebirth. So as I was saying, I had a choice. I could either quit YouTube forever and do what a lot of people do when things are not going so well on this platform, or I could start again from zero. So on September 8th, 2025, I created this new channel, Ghost Your Job. No subs, no videos, no audience, no monetization, no views, just me and a strategy. So I decided I'm gonna be a little bit more strategical on this channel. I'm not gonna go for chaos. I'm not just gonna make videos that I like or just whatever hits me at the time. I'm actually gonna have a plan. I'm gonna have consistency, branding, storytelling, and a mission. And I'm not gonna lie, making the first video on this channel felt really weird. It was like being that new kid in the new school that's put there in the middle of the year. It was basically just me making videos, uploading them, and saying, hello? Anyone there? No? Cool. But that emptiness actually kind of felt cool. It was very refreshing. Like a new start, a clean slate. And this channel isn't just videos. It's a lifestyle. It's something that lets people know that I'm trying to escape my 9-to-5 job. I'm trying to grow on YouTube, and I'm trying to further in my life journey. Which brings me back to that one thing that I discovered by being on YouTube for 7,205 days. So after being on YouTube for 7,205 days and counting, this is what I learned. YouTube isn't about views, it isn't about subscribers, it isn't about virality. It's not even about those thumbnails with your shocked face like you just saw a ghost. Actually, it's not even about the videos themselves, which sounds crazy for a video platform, right? YouTube is about, it's in the title, Tube. No, I'm just kidding. Not Tube. It's about you. You. It's about the places YouTube takes you, the people you meet, the skills you build, the memories you capture, the stories you create, and who you become along the way. YouTube literally shaped my entire life. But if you're watching and thinking, I want to start, but I'm scared, do it anyway. If you're thinking, I'm too old. I started making videos like 15 years ago. I'm a fossil now. If I can still do this, so can you. And if you're thinking, what if I fail? Good, because failing means you tried And trying means you're alive. I learned that YouTube is not the dream. The dream is you, or your journey. So if you found this video helpful at all and you think more people should see it, please give me a like and subscribe so you can join my journey. And in my last video, I talked about why small YouTubers shouldn't go viral and why slow growth is actually the best way to go. It's a very valuable video with good tips. You can check it out here. So take care, thanks for watching, and see you in that next video. Peace.